coming at ya.
What a beautiful day. Well, it's Father's Day.
Yes. Happy Father's Day.
Yeah, to all
to
fathers
Dad
out there.
And all you fathers out there. It's going to be late, obviously.
And it's Father's Day, so what am I'm going to drink a beer.
Obviously.
Actually, I was out playing disc golf with the grandsons and with Christian's brother Colin earlier, so I'm ready to kick back. I must be tired. All right, so what have we got for you today? We're going local again, of course. It is Block 15 Brewing out of Corvallis, Oregon. This is Power to the People.
And you can't go wrong with a local Block 15, obviously.
Now, this is not a political party, but it's a progressive IPA. It's brewed with hop extracts. Now, what they mean by that, what they did, is they made a Pilsner malt base, and they used a clean yeast, but they used 3 types of Lupulin Powder.
Yes,
that's right.
You heard that correctly.
No cone hops were hurt in the making of this beer. So, this is 6.2% American IPA, and we are going to get this thing cracked open. Okay, bubbles rising up. It's kind of hazy, which is fine by me.
Yeah, a little
Kind of hazy.
It's
a lot hazy. It's not like a normal Pilsner, that's for sure.
It's got, yeah, it's
Very
a little
golden.
hazy. The
Very
color,
gold.
The color seems a little bit off than a normal IPA, but that could be the powder.
Yeah, but it's a Pilsner, so think of a
Technically,
Pilsner.
yeah.
Yeah.
You're
But
right.
let's get to the nose. That's...
Woo! Lupulin Powder?
Yeah, that's interesting. It didn't come on real strong for me, but I got a big head on mine. I got some lemon, actually, first off. The first thing I got. And then I started getting some citrus. Maybe it was some grapefruit on there.
Get the lemon.
Yeah, totally get the lemon. A little bit of tropical. I feel like I got just a little whiff for me of pineapple.
There's a little bit. I get a little whiff of pine needle, too.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, there it is. There it is. Yeah, it's pine. It's like almost like a fresh pine needle kind of a thing. Yeah, but the lemon, light grapefruit, a little bit of pine. I know there's supposed to be other characteristics, but I'm not, for me anyway, I'm not quite getting them.
My nose is a little clogged, unfortunately.
I'll be honest, mine is too. But my palate's good, so cheers. Let's dive
Palate's
in.
always good.
Oh, yeah. Wow. Wow. Now, this doesn't taste quite like the normal Block 15 beer, though. I can tell you that.
No, it does not.
In fact, this is kind of tame compared to most Block 15 IPAs. But there's some good kick on there, but it's not quite as in your face, and it's quite dry actually for me.
Yes, it is dry. I was gonna say that it's dry and it's bitter. It's almost towards a pale ale.
Yeah.
In a sense.
Yeah, well, except for the bitterness, but yeah, compared to their normal beers, it'd be like a pale ale. You know, there's definitely a bitterness on it.
You can tell it was made with Lupulin Powder.
Yeah, it is resinous. So, I don't know, I'll tell you what, I think I like the regular way better, personally, already, I can tell you off the top. But it's interesting, the flavors that are coming off, weed distractions, dogs, and nutria out in the pond. So,
yeah.
What can we say? But it's different. I mean, yeah, you get that resinous, you get that lupulin character. Look, I got hops growing over there. It does remind me when I'm picking my hops, my hands are just covered in lupulin resin.
Yeah.
And I've tasted it before. I don't advise doing that. Mm-hmm. And it has that quality. So it's very resinous, almost a sticky resinous type quality. It's very strong in that sense. But the base beer, being a Pilsner, is very mild. So
Yes.
there's not much sweetness, personally, to balance it out.
That's exactly it. For all this bitterness and lupulin that you got in there, you don't really have a malt base to go with it.
The taste in the mouth is quite bold, actually, as far as the character goes. But it's a little more sharp, I would say, kind of a character.
Yeah. I'm trying to get it off my tongue. It's got like an earthy tone. Everything is there. It's subtle. You get the pine. You get some like grapefruit or lemon.
Lemon rind. Grapefruit rind.
Rind.
Not the fruit.
You have some tropical notes or citric or citrus notes, but nothing's very distinct and is defined.
Except for, I do feel like I said, grapefruit rind, citrus rind, totally like a resin. And to me, again, it's like that powdery lupulin resin taste to it. So it's a fairly dry, somewhat crisp beer. There's some tropical stuff in the background, but it's not like your juicy mango that you get from so many beers. It's not like a juicy pineapple or any of those type of characters at all. So I think we'll take a few minutes with this, see how it develops and changes, and we'll be back. Well, we're relaxed, we're kicking back, and been enjoying this. And has it just briefly, has it changed at all for you?
It's settled a little bit, but no, it's about the same.
Yeah, I mean the carbonation's reduced, it's kind of mellow, but pretty much just the same beer. So we're gonna hop across to ratings and brief wise. And so for me, in terms of an American IPA, for me the fact that it's just the Pilsner malt doesn't add enough character or sweetness. Then you need to have a lower amount of hoppage to me. For me, you know, the IBU's got to be lower to balance.
Excuse me.
See, it's affecting us. It's this
like the Lupulin powder got in
like
my
pollens,
nose,
right?
Yeah. Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Lupulin pollen.
That's right. I think the Lupulin powder alone for me, it just comes off everything is rind, grapefruit rind, lemon rind kind of qualities. It just doesn't quite do it. So for American IPA, I mean, B beer, and I'm gonna go for like an 84.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right there with you on that one. And same key points is with this powder, I feel like it needs to, by itself, it's going to need a little bit of a maltier base, a little bit more sweetness, because it tends to be a little bit more bitter. It tends to dry out the beer itself in a way, just on the taste buds. Yeah, so I'm actually going to go with an 82 on the beer. Block 15 makes so many good
they make
IPAs.
amazing beers,
Just
so yeah.
So many.
So overall, yeah, now I'm going to go where Christian is on my overall, because it's not my wheelhouse at all. So I'm going to go to 82 on my overall.
And since I am an IPA guy, and I do like stuff, I'm just going to keep it right at the 82. In this day and age, it's so hard, like... God, there's so many good IPAs coming out, like with the New England style, and then you just get your Deepas and all this kind of stuff. Like, it's just to make a mediocre one, it has to be in the 82 level, but it's still good. Like, that's what sucks.
Here it is, Power of the People. It's a progressive IPA from Block 15 Brewing out of Corvallis, Oregon. I'm Kevin.
And I'm Christian.
Saying life's too short
to drink cheap beer.
And we'll see you
on the next beer review.